TSC is brought to you with support from Sabatti Guns from Rangerite, CCI Clays, Yieldits Guns, Ely Cartridges, Browning Guns, Bowman Traps, and Breeden School. It's a week on from the Schools Challenge at the Oxford Gun Company, and we're back for the Universities Championships. University and college teams from all over the country are arriving at the ground to shoot for a fantastic collection of sponsored prizes. There are guns, cartridges, clays, traps and more up for grabs, thanks to sponsors like Bowman, CCI, Rangerite, Yieldits, Browning Winchester and Basque. Plus there's more at stake than the prizes. There's massive rivalry between the two big agricultural universities, RAU in Cirencester and Harper Adams. They've both sent a large contingent, but if there was a prize for sheer numbers, it would have to go to Harper Adams, who've won for the past 4 years. They've sent no fewer than 6 men's and 2 ladies' teams. Last week's Schools Challenge was blessed with glorious weather, but we're not so lucky today. The rain's already starting to fall as the teams gather for the briefing before heading out to tackle the 100-bird sporting course. It'll take more than a bit of rain to dampen the students' spirits, but the weather's certainly going to add to the challenge. At least the shooting stands are covered, and ground manager Tom has even added gazebos on the more open stands. By mid-morning, it's teeming down, but we're still seeing some excellent shooting by the students. Even Dottie the Spaniel's enjoying her day out. As they return from the course, the Harper Adams ladies are still smiling.
Didn't do too badly, I don't think.
My day wasn't good. My day really wasn't good.
It's all fun, really.
Yeah.
You've enjoyed it?
Yeah, really
had
good.
a good day.
Really good.
You stayed reasonably dry.
Yeah. Not really.
Harper Adams' men's team seem to be enjoying themselves too.
Good day, but good day. Yeah.
Well shot fairly well. Pleased with the scores?
Yeah, not bad. Dream team, really, isn't it? Yeah.
The Harper Adams first team aren't so happy about their score, but they're consoling themselves with the thought of the traditional end-of-shoot dunk
First
in the
team.
pond.
So-so. At best.
Reputation to uphold, haven't you?
Yeah. Well, we'll chuck someone in the pond, that'll be fine. We'll do it that way.
Yeah. I think the other team might have a bit more success.
Yeah.
Somebody's going in the pond regardless, are they?
Yes, definitely, for sure.
Certainly, yeah.
Have you picked the victim yet?
Yes, they know who they are and when it's supposed to happen, so
They've been shaking all day.
we'll give you a heads up.
REU ladies are in a positive mood. Their captain, Grace Grant, is celebrating a personal best.
Yeah, personal best for the win.
Yeah.
Brilliant.
Got a 10 up on my personal best.
The scorecards start to come in, but they're so soggy they have to be dried out on the radiator before the scores can be added up. The afternoon squads will have to head out with no idea what scores they have to beat. At least the weather's drying up. There's even a bit of sunshine as they get their briefing. Once again, we're seeing some great shooting on the course, and back at the clubhouse, the morning scores have been posted. There are some terrific individual scores, and so far it's Harper Adams' second team, leading the field with an impressive 451 out of a possible 500. As the afternoon scores come in, everyone crowds round to work out the results. There have been some great individual scores, and we're going to need a shoot-off to decide the individual winners.
Taylor Hedgecock and Benjamin Carr for the shoot-offs, please.
Charlie Cobain, last week's prep school category winner, has excelled himself again and equalled the top senior score of 96. He won't qualify for the senior prize, but he's going to join the shoot-off to gain the experience.
Whoa. Killed and lost, 7. Right, Bobby, please.
In the end, it's Leicester Uni student Bobby Murray who wins the shoot-off and takes the individual senior prize.
I thought it's quite steady, but there was like 2 or 3 stands which were quite tricky, which might have caught a lot of people off, but I found it all right.
Top lady is Grace Grant.
It's always really good. Despite the rain, it didn't put a damper on our smiles, so just made the most of the weather. But no, it was a good layout.
Charlie Cobain has taken the prep category, 1 target ahead of Henry Bevan.
I was hoping to win today, and I did, yeah.
Fantastic. You must have been secretly doing some practice over the winter or something.
Yeah, I've been doing a lot of practice, shooting the winter series down here, and every Sunday shooting.
In the all-important team results, Grace Grant's RAU team have won the ladies. In senior men's, Harper Adams' second team have taken the top spot, holding on to the title for the 5th year in a row.
You know, Siren are always our arch enemies every time we go, but this year we've beaten every single competition we've been to.
They put in good scores, but not quite good enough to beat us, I think. Best way to put it.
Definitely. And remarkably, the second team beat the first team, is that right?
Yes, yeah, that's right. Yep.
How does that work?
We put a lot of very good teams together. Thankfully, through the effort that we have at the ground, through sponsors like Massey Ferguson, we can afford to have put out a load of good teams, to having a lot of good practice and a lot of good kit. So we have a...
They're pretty equal, aren't they?
Yeah.
Our first, seconds, they can...
It doesn't really matter what number your team has, they've all put in very, very good scores.
It's good.
They celebrate in the usual style.
What is your profession?
And then it's time for their newly elected secretary to take his traditional dunk in the pond. TSC's David Florent is delighted with the first 2 shoots in this year's Schools Challenge series, and he's looking forward to a whole month of TSC competition in April.
Well, despite the weather today, we tried to book the weather, but the weather had its downfall this morning. First 2 events of the 2017 TSC done. Scores phenomenal. Record entries on both. Ladies, doubled the entries in ladies. What a fantastic way to be. Shooting increasing. Is it because we put the cars up? It's working. It's getting the name out there for shooting. Tell your friends to get involved. The more people we can get involved, bigger we can make it, more sponsors we can get, the bigger shooting gets. TSC has now become the biggest young shots organisation in the UK. The only organisation to offer prizes in excess of £50,000 for young shots, and to new young shots, not just A-class, not just British Open young shots, to new young shots coming through.
Full results from the Universities Championship will be posted on the Schools Challenge website. There's still time to get involved in this year's Schools Challenge and have a go at one of those cars. For forthcoming dates and more details, go to theschoolschallenge.co.uk.